Welcome back to Morrowind Game of the Year Edition, and today we'll be continuing on with the Tribunal-Main quest, and let's see what Almalexia has in store for us. In the last episode, we had brought destruction and chaos to Mournhold. Ashtorms to Mournhold, on the goddess's whim. So, not a very good lady, I don't think. I am well pleased, good and faithful servant. My people look upon the elements and see there written a divine testament to my lordship. Did ever any other god display such dominion over the earth and sky? But now, with a heavy heart, I must lay a sad burden upon you. I must bid you bring the peace of understanding to my missing hand. Missing hand? You cut one off? One of my most faithful guards, one of my very own Hands of Almalexia, pledged to honor and protect and serve me in all ways, has lost his mind. Salus Valor has abandoned me, and now spews vile and slanderous untruths about me to any who would listen. I pity him, and know he is not responsible for his actions. To view the splendor of a god may drive even the strongest mortal mad. But now he presents a threat to us, and he is very dangerous. I fear you may not be able to spare his life. Now, Salus Valor haunts the streets and sewers of Mournhold. His wild, distracted manner frightens the people, but even my ordinators are afraid to confront so terrible a weapon master and war wizard. I beg you, seek out Salus Valor. Relieve us of this threat to my beloved people, and bring peace to my sacred city of Mournhold. Alright, so let's see. Hands of Almalexia are my personal guards, pledged to honor and protect and serve me in all ways. Their bodies and souls are buttressed by my divine favor. Their armor and weapons are imbued with glory by my touch. On the face of Tamriel there are no more terrible warriors than my Hands of Almalexia. Alright, Salus Valor was once my most trusted hand and faithful servant, but recently his behavior has been erratic and has been quite unresponsive. I am afraid I may have allowed him to come too close. It is impossible that a mortal and a god might meet on equal ground, but perhaps he had deluded himself. I regret this lamentable state, and am sorry that I may have been partly responsible for his condition. Okay, so we gotta go find her guard and take him out. Do any of y'all know? Alright, so maybe Phaedrus can tell us something about this guy. Where is he?
Almalexia be praised.
Where is he, for example? No. What about Hand of Almalexia? No. Alright, what about you?
Almalexia knows and sees.
Almalexia has sent me to deal with Salus Valor, one of her elite guards, the Hand who has gone mad and who now presents a threat to Almalexia. She says she pities him and knows that he is not responsible for his actions, but she says it is very dangerous and I may not be able to spare his life. Okay, so Phaedrus isn't saying anything. What about you? Will you tell me anything?
Bathe in the light of my mercy.
When you have removed the threat of Salus Valor represents to our peace and security, report back to me. Yeah, but where is he? She said something about sewers and stuff, so I really hope he's not in the sewers though. That would really suck if he was in the sewers. Will any of these people talk to me?
What may I do for you, my child?
Of course not. No. Alright, well let's go over here to the Archcanon. See if he has anything to say. He might not. If he doesn't, then we'll start searching around Mournhold.
Yes, this weather is odd. Trust in the lady. All will be well.
Nothing. Alright, let's go looking around then.
I clean this temple, Sarah. Mind you keep it that way.
Hands are are the personal guard of the god Almalexia. Alright, well, no one has anything to say about him. Maybe our informant does, or will. Hello, what can I do for you? Anything?
Good to see you again, friend.
Nope. Alright. I want to put my ring back on because I apparently took off some of my stuff by accident. We'll go to God's Reach first. Looking for one of the hands of Almalexia. That's interesting. One of the hands of Almalexia is wandering around God's Reach, muttering and acting strange. Okay, well, that was easy enough, I guess.
Justice never
Out of our mouths.
Maybe it's that guy. He looks like he's wearing shiny armor, which is different. Yep, there he is. Salus Valor. So let's go on and save real quick. Save over this one.
So, you're her new dog. God looks
that? Weird, okay. Alright. So, she has sent you for me. Now you are her favorite. How convenient. Whichever of us dies, she will be well pleased, and if both of us die, so much the better. Well, I am content. Perhaps this is how it was meant to end. I ask the forgiveness of all gods and spirits, whoever they may be, and you too might make your peace with your gods, because at least one of us will not live to see another sunset. Okay. I went to speak to Salus Valor, but it is almost as though he had been waiting for me. He seemed to know that Almalexia had sent me, and that she wanted one or both of us dead. He told me to make my peace with the gods, then attack me. Alright. I seem to be killing myself. He seems to be lagging a little bit. of sucks that it was a cheap shot to kill him. Salus Valor is dead. Any threat he represented to the peace of Mournhold is now eliminated. I should report to Almalexia. Let's take stuff too. Darts. Not terrible darts, but not great either. Her ebony sword absorbs strength, damage strength, damage fatigue. Alright, that's pretty wild right there. Then we got her hand boots. Heavy armor, so this isn't really going to be anything that we can use, but we got us a set though. Gotta restore health too. Alright, we'll take all of this stuff. Of course, overweight. Didn't even have my amulet on, darn it. Alright, so what I'm going to do here to get underweight is I'm going to drop a lot of this fabricant stuff. But first I'm going to Almalexia to the temple. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop a lot more than just that. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna start dropping the armor because it's heavy. I'm not gonna use it. I'd rather drop it inside the temple, but until I can get in there and drop it, I'll just drop some of it outside, and I'll drop the rest in here.
City of light, city of magic.
I clean this temple.
Alright, so let's go back and talk to her then. So we got all that completed.
Many
Easy
blessings
enough.
upon you, my loyal.
You have eliminated the threat of my poor, mad missing hand, and brought peace to Mournhold. Salus Valor is dead. The pain is almost more than I can bear, but you have served me faithfully, and it is my It is my mind to grant you a divine blessing. Would you like skin as tough as iron? Would you like my protection against paralyzing terror, or would you wish to always bask in the warm comfort of my reflective glory? Quick now, choose. You must not keep your deity waiting. Well, let's see here. We got skin like iron, paralyze, protection, and reflected glory. So we already have 100% paralysis and reflection. So what I'm going to choose is skin like iron. I bless you with my gift and mark you as my own. Be ever faithful in your service, and you may expect more generous rewards. Our ported is dead and threat representing us. I reported to Almalexia that Salus Valor is dead, and that any threat he represented to the peace of Mournhold is now eliminated. She was pleased and rewarded me with a special divine blessing. I guess it was something up here then. Fortify skill. Okay, so there we go. Her iron skin. 5 points in all of my armors. Not bad, not bad. Okay, cool. Alright, Almalexia, what's next? Welcome, Nomad. It is time that we talked of greater things. I have watched you since your arrival in Vardenfell, and you have been a strong and faithful servant to me. None but the Nerevarine could have succeeded as you have. How long I have waited for this. My Nerevar, return to me at last. I have watched from my temple as others have made the claim, and I have seen them fall. I believe now that you are the one who was prophesied. Okay, so you recognize me as the Nerevarine then. I believe you are now to be the Nerevarine. Though I have watched others come and go, my belief is that you are the child of prophecy. The time has come for you to reclaim your station. Together we can unite Morrowind once again, free from the Imperial yoke. Okay. For years, the Chimer and the Chimer and the Dwemer have been at war. The Dwemer spurned the Daedra that the Chimer worshipped, instead placing their faith in their metal creations. It was only when the Nords invaded Resdayn that two nations were able to join as one, under the leadership of our Nerevar and the Dwarf King Dumak. In time, the two generals became blood friends, and on that day that Nerevar and I were wed, Dumak presented us with twin blades, Hope's Fire and True Flame. Okay. Twin blades. Each was a magnificent blade, the pinnacle of Dwemer craftsmanship. Their blades burned with an unearthly fire, and the sight of them struck fear into our enemies. My blade has been kept safe, but not so True Flame, the blade of Nerevar. It was lost at the Battle of Red Mountain. The blade of Nerevar in the battle beneath Red Mountain, True Flame was shattered, the flame extinguished, and in the confusion the pieces lost. It is time for you, Nerevarine, to remake the blade and take your place by my side once again. I have only one, which I now give you through my magic. I have been able to determine that the other pieces of the blade are nearby. Find the other two pieces of the blade and forge the blade anew. Only you may accomplish this, Nerevarine. Okay. According to Almalexia, the pieces of the blade are all in Mournhold. She has given me the first, and when I find the other two, I am to find the craftsman who will best be able to forge the blade. She told me True Flame was fired the blades at Nerevar and Almalexia. True Flame was apparently lost at the Battle of Red Mountain. Okay, well, let's see. Can I speak to y'all? Still no. Alright. So let's see if anyone knows where to find
Justice. From what I hear, there's trouble at the palace.
I clean this temple, Sarah.
Alright, let's
Mind
see.
you keep it that way.
What is it going to be? Broken blade, twin blade? might have to ask outside too, because like they didn't have any of the stuff for the last guy. Maybe I just gotta ask outside of the temple. Let's start with Mayra down here.
It's another perfect day in Morrowind.
Well, alright, maybe the informant then. Pieces of the blade. An attempt to reforge the blade of Nerevar. Interesting. I wish I knew where to tell you to look, but my knowledge of the blade is somewhat limited. Perhaps you do better speaking with Torasa Aram, the curator of the museum. Her knowledge is extensive when it comes to unique items. Of course, it is always wise to consult the Lady Baronziah. One never knows what the lady has heard.
Good to see you again.
Alright, so Baronziah is going to be the closest, and then we'll go to Torasa. Just noticed, hey, there's the dragon.
How are you today?
I'd be doing better if you'd move.
Justice never.
Alright, Baronziah.
My protector. It is good to see you again.
Well, hello, my protector has returned. What is it I can do for you, my friend? Let's ask about her dead son real quick as well. Telseth. My son is dead. My only hope is that his murderer will be brought to justice. Okay. He's standing in front of you. Reforge the blade of Nerevar. I have heard rumors of the Nerevarine returning. Could it be you? I wonder if what Almalexia says is true and all the pieces of the blade are here in Mournhold. I have few suggestions for you. Telseth's champion, Karad, carries a blade that is of ancient Dwemer design. Perhaps you will learn more from him, though it will be difficult to get the information out of Karad. Okay, so pointing to Karad, and I'm just going to recall because I can. Since I still have my recall set in the throne room. And Karad is this guy. Says nothing. Pieces of the blade. No. Alright, what about Karad?
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, maybe I need to go back to Baronziah and talk about Karad first.
I want nothing to do with protector. It is good to see you again.
As fierce a warrior as I have ever seen, and completely loyal to my son, you'll often find him at the Winged Guar enjoying a Cyrodiilic brandy. It will be difficult for you to defeat this man in combat, Nomad. I wish you luck. I doubt that. Karad can be often found drinking in the Winged Guar. Alright. Well, maybe I need to go to the Winged Guar then. First, let's see. Can I speak to you about Karad? Yeah. I'm sorry, but I don't feel comfortable telling you. Maybe if I persuade you then. I thought I saw him headed over to the Winged Guar. He goes there most nights to have a few bottles of brandy. Tough fellow, that one. Alright. He's right there, though. But, anyways, let's go to the Winged Guar and see what's up. And we'll wait till nighttime if we have to. Can often be found drinking here.
You're a lot more refined than most tourists I've met. I like that.
Y'all would move.
Well, what is this about?
Do you have something to say, Breton?
That guy looks familiar. Sal is the name. Jen's the game.
Alright, all locked doors.
All right, I'm listening.
Anytime now.
That's
just
unusual.
move.
Can I do anything to help?
Yes,
Man.
Breton? What do you want?
Common tongue.
Gods grant you justice, Sarah.
It was only 1 p.m., so it's not night. So let's go to 10 o'clock. Say that. Pretty good. I'm resting outside as well, so in case he just spawns in there, that way I can just walk in. Man, and she really has to walk down and get right in the way. Maybe I can get down around it. Yes, okay.
From where do you hail?
So, where are you
Karad.
from?
Looking for Karad.
Hail! May your adventures be great.
The big red guard, Ritesh, serves the brawny man his brandy almost every night. Ritesh hears you are to duel him tomorrow. Ritesh is sorry, he will be losing a new customer. Why, you of course. Karad cannot lose, although you look a bit dangerous to Ritesh. Ritesh would not like to see a lovely Karad disfigured in any way. Ritesh would hate to see that. If you promise not to mar the lovely Karad, Ritesh will help you in the duel. What do you say? Okay, I'll do my best. Excellent. Ritesh will have one of his barmaids occupy Karad for the evening. He will be very tired when it comes time for the duel. Fight well, but don't hurt the face. Not the lovely, lovely face. Ritesh would miss seeing the beautiful Karad. Okay, so does he not come here?
You have my attention.
You've won me over.
What's your story?
Well, apparently I'm still dueling him, so maybe I did mess up when I killed Helseth, considering he's still right here.
King's health to you, sir.
Alright, so I've done this a couple times now, and what I want to try here is to kill Karad as quickly as possible, and then I want to present Tienius with a writ of execution that he gave us earlier.
Let's see what you're made of.
And I do want to put on the signet ring. Now what I want to do is calm humanoid. Then just resist. Alright, now I'm going to just kill them all. So what I'm going to do here actually is I'm going to drop a bunch of stuff because I don't know what I've stolen. I guess it was a lot of ingredients, honestly, since I don't know. Drop all of that. Just going to drop a lot of stuff. Probably going to be all the way up to the ceiling.
You in.
Hold on to those writs. I'll drop all of my scrolls and the books. And apparently all that stuff too, because it wants to jump around. Handwritten letters. Alright, so 148. Pay the gold.
Let's see what you're made of.
Alright. So, then I got to keep everything.
This is pointless. Give in. Let's see what you're made of. I've trifled with you long enough. See what you're made of. That. made of. I will enjoy it. See what you're made of. I've trifled with you long enough. You make this too easy. You make this too easy. You're mine. Let's see what you're made of. Trifled with you long enough. You're hardly a match for me.
Okay, so my armor is injured pretty decently now. What did I lose here? Doesn't look like I lost anything really. Now I just need to make sure I loot Karad. I need the odd Dwemer blade. Grave digger. Interesting. Take that. Along with your armor as well that I don't have. Alright. So that's all of that. Anyways, I got the piece that I needed. Just kind of all that matters. So there's that. Not very graceful there, but our bounty is 0. We still have all of our stuff. So, and we just can't go back into the throne room. People are dead, so it'll be alright. Even though we got the, you have, killed, whatever, somebody special. Alright, let's drop that, Daedric Daikatana. And we're going to drop the armor. We'll repair our armor. It just took a massive beating. Alright, and we'll have to get the rest of it repaired in a minute. So, actually, we'll run and get it repaired right now, and then we'll continue on, because, yeah, that was crazy. But anyways, if you kill, apparently I killed him too early, King Helseth. You might want to wait to the end of that mission. I don't know. Maybe it's at the end of that mission when you're supposed to kill him, or when it's okay to kill him. But it definitely did actually sever the ties of fate.
Walk in mercy.
Surprisingly. So let's run in here and talk to Terasa.
May the wind be on your
Welcome to the Mournhold Museum of Artifacts.
Alright, and let's see. Pieces of the blade. The pieces of the blade of Nerevar here at Mournhold. Now, there's something I'd like to get my hands on for the museum. I can't say that I've seen any that I know of, but I do have one piece from roughly the same time, and it seems to be a Dwemer construct. One piece. I don't even have it on display because I haven't been able to positively identify it yet. It's a shield of Dwemer make, but not traditional in any sense of the word. The pieces of it just don't seem to match, and I've wondered if it isn't some sort of a fake. I suppose I might be able to part with it, but I'll need some compensation. I'm always looking for new pieces for the Museum of Artifacts, unique items, armor, and weapons of lore. You know the stuff. If you are willing to donate a couple to the museum, I'd be willing to part with the shield. Okay, so basically what she's wanting is she's wanting some of the artifacts that we've collected up to this point to turn them in. We need to turn in at least 2 of them The museum is privately funded and is an effort to collect and display many of the artifacts from this part of the world. Should you want to sell something you feel the museum would be interested in, bring the item here and we can assess its value. Be warned, however, that theft is a serious matter and likely to equal a death warrant for any foolish enough to attempt it. Alright, so we have plenty of artifacts to give her, but we're not going to give her any of the ones that we have. Instead, we're going to go find 2 new ones.
At all.
And specifically, we're going to find the Bipolar Blade and the Mace of Slurring. So, let's get right to it. To get the these 2 artifacts, you can go. They're both Mournhold artifacts, so you don't have to get rid of your Boots of the Apostle or anything like that if you don't want to. And these are pretty worthless artifacts anyways. So I would highly suggest finding some worthless artifacts such as these. Or you can give away things like Robe of the Lich if you wanted to. Which I could. I just would prefer to grab 2 more artifacts. So why not? But first we're going to repair our armor.
What's good for the
All right.
Empire is good for business, citizen.
Trust.
So to start these, there's 2 quests that we'll have to do. And I think they're in the Great Bazaar. So I'm pretty sure they're here. But I'm going to do that in the next episode though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then where we continue on with the Blade of Nerevar and finding 2 new artifacts. See you then.